Hi, I'm Cash with CashedOutCars, and this is another video that I really didn't want to be making, but as you probably saw a couple videos ago, I posted that I'm going to be selling the Rabbit to upgrade to a GTI, and I think the Rabbit got a little bit offended when I said that, and now it's throwing a check engine light and multiple misfire codes. So in this video, we're going to be diving into the Rabbit and seeing what's causing those problems and seeing if we could fix them. So the symptoms of this problem is I'll be driving along and the check engine light will start flashing on and off, and there will be a noticeable power loss, and the car won't really go anywhere and it'll stutter a lot. When it first happened, it would just flash and stutter and then the light would go off. Now what happens is the check engine light flashes, the car stutters, and then the check engine light stays on. So if those symptoms sound familiar to you, you might have this problem, and this video might show you how to fix it. So some codes that are associated with this, there's a P0300 code, which is a random misfire, and there are a couple other codes that start with P03 and then like 001, and those are individual cylinder misfires. So if you scan your car and see any of those codes, that is the same problem that I'm having, and this video should be able to help you, or at least help you identify this as the problem. Alright, so I got my engine cover off. If you want to see how to do that, I also made a video on that, so check that out on my channel. But I got the engine cover off. I'm not a happy camper. Mice got into my car again. So there's a mouse nest right in here that I'll show you. There's a mouse nest right in between two of the coil packs that I want to show you. And it also looks like there's some damage to the wiring going to the coils, and I suspect that that's actually the problem that is causing the car to misfire. So right down in here behind the fuel rail, there's a whole bunch of mouse nest stuff. It looks like they were taking material from up there and bringing it down to there. There's also a bunch of mouse stuff right here between those two coil packs, which sucks. And I'll zoom in right here for you. And on there, you can see there's some damage. And I suspect that that damage right there is actually what's causing the misfire. It looks like the wires in there were shorting or something, and basically making the electricity not go where it's supposed to go and making the car misfire. So now I got all the mouse garbage out of my car, and I'm pulling the coil packs to inspect those. So to do that, there's a connector on here that you have to get off first, and there's a little tab right here. And what you do is you press this connector forward like that to take pressure off of the tab. Push this lever down here, and then use something like a screwdriver to just pry this back, and it'll pop right off like that. It won't pop quite like that because this coil pack harness will be in the way, so you will have to get everything off, move that harness back, and then pull your coils out. And to get your coils out, you could use something to just pry it up. Ideally, you want to apply pretty even pressure front and back, but this will do the trick. Just take a screwdriver like this and push down, and it'll pop right up. And then you could just pull your coil straight up to inspect it. So here's all the coil packs out of the engine. The coil pack for cylinder 1 really smelled a lot like oil and has a lot of residue on it. 2 through 4 look better than the rest, but still not great. There's definitely some residue on them and some signs of wear and maybe rust. And cylinder 5 looks pretty bad. It's got a lot of crap on it, and it's just visibly quite dirty. I don't know how bad this really is. I'm going to do a little bit of research and let you guys know. But cylinders 1 and 5 definitely have a lot more crap on them than the rest. So guys, this is in that 5th cylinder there, and there's a ton of oil down right above the spark plug and on the walls where the coil pack sits. So I'm starting to think that that's the problem, that the wiring really isn't the issue. So I'm going to investigate this a little bit, use some compressed air to blow that oil out, and then pull the plugs and see what the plugs look like. Alright, so I blew everything out, and I actually think that it was water down there, not oil. Everything that came out of there, and there was a lot, was clear. It wasn't thick like oil. So I think that was actually water that was in there. Now, I don't really know how that got down in there because these coil packs do have seals right here to try to keep water out. And that coil, cylinder 5, definitely had a lot in there, and that's the most contaminated coil pack. So the next thing I'm going to do is clean these coil packs and get those pretty much good to go, as clean as I could. And then I'm also going to inspect the spark plugs, throw it back together, and see how it runs. Now I'm taking some electrical cleaner and just spraying down the coils to try to get as much gunk off as I could. I'm definitely going to focus where the coil actually meets the plug in there to get as much crap out of there and make that connection as good as possible. So here we go. So a noticeable amount of crap came off of these, especially on the one that was really bad. A lot of stuff came off of there, which is what I want to see. This side there is before, or this side here is after spraying it, and that side there is before. Another thing that I did just real quick is spray some brake clean down into those ports while the spark plugs were still in to try to clean some stuff out. And then I used compressed air to blast that out. And now I'm pulling the spark plugs with just a spark plug socket and a ratchet here to inspect those and see how they look. So the plugs definitely don't look great. It definitely looks like it's time to change them. The gap on some of them look a little bit big, but I'll look it up to see if that's normal. So I think I'm definitely going to throw some new plugs in, but for now clean them and put it back together and see how it runs. So I'm a little pressed for time here, so I'm just kind of going for it. I got my spark plugs in and all torqued down, and I got all my coil packs back in place. You do want to clip these into the harness first before you push them down. Right now they're all in place but not pushed down. And that just allows you to get everything in place without having to really force the harness where it doesn't want to go. And then you could just go ahead and push them all down into place. All right, so now it's all back together. I just cleared the codes and I'm going to take it for a drive and see if the same problem comes back. Honestly, with just the cleaning, I'm not sure if it's going to have fixed the problem. But as I could tell, the coils definitely could be replaced and the spark plugs definitely should be replaced. So if the problem doesn't go away, that's what I'm going to change. All right, guys, so it has been about 3 days since I fixed my car, and it's been running great with no stuttering and no check engine lights. So I would say if you're having the problem that I described, or if any of the codes that I talked about came up, definitely take apart your car, check out your coil packs, check out your spark plugs, and if they don't look too bad, you could do what I did and take them out and clean them. If they do look bad, you could definitely go ahead and replace them, and it's pretty likely that it'll fix the misfire problems. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope this helped you fix your car or at least narrow down the problem. And I hope to see you at the next one. Take care.